Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Brissett going to go to the air right away.
And his first look is incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brissett.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
30 yards.
And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 13. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Here's Brissett. And this complete to Mitchell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Watson going to get this one out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete left side to Bateman.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Right back to Mitchell here.
Breaks through the contact, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Jackson now.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second down, Brissett. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
Throwing, Brissett.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. after the interception. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Play action now. Brissett.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Brissett now on 2nd down.
Throw complete to Bell.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
Complete. This is Mitchell. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Fighting his way through contact.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brissett now. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end Andrews.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. A little short pass. This is Everett. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Jackson now from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second and 10. Back to the ground here. Mitchell.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Well, they're going option play on third down. And, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's Jackson on third and long. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun, here's Brissett.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Hey, kill.
Brissett.
That is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
On play action, Brissett.
Bell brings it in across the formation.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Once more, Gibson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10.
Jackson now down around his goal line. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken at the 46. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Go.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Hey, kill. Go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
19. Hey, kill. Hey, check. Hey.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Trenton Simpson
In there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this is caught. He hits Moore.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now it's Jackson. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Gibson again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Play action now. Brissett.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's second down.
Jackson. That is caught. Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Here's 1st down. Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Throwing, Jackson.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Now Jackson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out left to Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
This is 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Check.
Brissett. And he'll complete this to Gibson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Partner, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires.
And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1